Yesterday, I was out in the barn. I was talking, and the big thing that's most important about the life of Earl, the son of Ralph and Mary, is that his life brings an end to all wars in the name of religion and commerce. All mass stupidity, that is invented by human beings who fancy themselves being creative. That he's the one who ends all wars in the name of religion and money. His life does that. There'll always be, two guys fighting over a girl. That has nothing to do with everybody telling everybody that your life isn't worth a shit. You need to fight and kill over money, and money's real. Okay, so you eliminate, we need to fight and kill over money, and money's real. And, there's going to be wars. People are going to argue about, who they want to have sex with, how they want to have sex, where they want to have sex, things like that, okay? And there are going to be certain things where people, no, well, I live there. No, I want to live there. There's going to be those kind of things. That's going to happen, okay? There's nothing we can do about people sitting there saying, no, my ancestors lived in Machu Picchu and we live in Machu Picchu and it's our, why would it? They're going to fight over a spot, fight over a girl who's stupid enough to say, fight over me. Prove who's worthy of having my children, those kinds of shitty people, right? So we're always going to have that. Then when I was shooting the barn, I connected to Sir Juana. You guys know who Sir Juana is, right? And man, she's good, but she's sitting there and understanding the priesthood and understanding. None of you understand the priesthood. None of you do. The priesthood. Okay, it would be better. It's in the Bible. It's better to spill your seed on the ground than it is to put it in a whore. Right? Be better to masturbate than it would be to have sex with a woman that's a whore and raises your kids to see mom as the great cash cow and murder for her legacy, right? So it'd be better to do that. And for women, okay, it would be better to spend your life touching yourself, dreaming of the time when there's a man like Jesus that will love you and you can have children live in the Garden of Eden. So, what if your family's the Medici? Wouldn't you want to be a nun or a priest? You want to have sex with Claudius's wife, have your children try to assassinate you the first chance they get. But for now, I'll just say, I love you. Captain just gave us our orders. And Mom, we will carry them through. And I'll finish this letter the first chance I get. But now I'll just say I love you. Right? And protect all those that are fighting tonight. And dear Lord, keep America free. Okay? Don't bastardize the Lord with your fucked up ego and your wicked, wretched seed. Okay? How many people perceive themselves as the Lord and perceive their bastards as their legacy and perceive that warring bitch as their queen, right? All you have to do is just get a card where you can get all these perks for travel and go travel all over the world. Rome, if you want to. Go see the Great Wall of China. Go see the Great Pyramids. Go see the Eiffel Tower. Go see all the great big buildings, the big monuments of egotistical insanity, the fucking Buckingham Palace. Notre Dame. Go see the great cathedrals. Go see the Basilica. Go see the ruins of the Colosseum and the Parthenon and the Plopanon and the Pipatopaton, right? All the great minds and the great egos that haven't given us world peace. All right? And the one monument to your insanity that you all want to carry and wear is the crucifixion Roman cross that murdered our father and tried to silence his love because everybody'd be too scared to get up and do what he did because they didn't want to end up like him, right? Because they will. Sherwan explains to, they would have killed off Miriam, they kill Michelle, any woman, the Temple Set Illuminati, any woman that will stand up and try to teach her children to love like you, Parsons, we will kill and we'll torture her kids to death. We'll take your own kids and turn your kids into Rockefeller's kids. Yeah, but a woman, okay, that loves the Lord would rather commit suicide like that movie with Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole, or that Saxon woman that killed herself because Henry wouldn't let her be betrothed to Thomas Becket rather than have Henry Tudor's kids. She committed suicide rather than produce his bastard children. That's wrong. Yeah, but they're not Hebrews. Hebrews, David Rockefeller can take Hebrews and turn them into better Romans than Romans. And me, I can take Romans and turn them into better Hebrews than Hebrews. I can take David Rockefeller's grandchildren and turn them into better Hebrews than Benjamin Netanyahu ever thought about being a day in his faithless, murdering little fucked up life. Right? And, no. Because it didn't. No, Patrick and me have our contentions and our things that we still talk about that are hard for him because of his brain damage, because of your abuse. But when we talk and I explain everything to him in logical sequences, he agrees with me. It's just hard for him to talk to me because he has to feel my abuse and he doesn't like to feel it. He doesn't like to face the truth of what happened with him and his mother and with me and his mother. All right. All my kids do that. Dad, why'd you do this? Dad, why are you doing this? Why don't you ask your mom? Okay? Go ask your mom. Mom, why did you fuck? Because Dad's crazy. He thinks he's God. Dad doesn't think he's God. Dad knows he's the Lord. Okay? There is no God but God, and God is not begotten, nor is God begotten. God always is, always has been, and always will be. And the Lord is the gracious good shepherd that teaches us to worship God and behave like the Lord. And I'm the Lord. I never said I was God. I never said I was Tyler Perry's ego. I never said that. Okay, you say I said that. I never said that. Okay? I'm not anything like that son of a bitch in Saudi Arabia. He is a rotten, murdering, lying son of a bitch. And if his mom doesn't like that, his mom needs to walk into the room and say, damn you, you little bastard! Get up for the Lord's Prayer, or I'm going to have somebody here rip your dick off. And if no one will, I just did verbally. Okay? Same with Netanyahu's mama. She probably did. Well, then his wife or his daughter needs to walk in the room and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to act like Abraham, not a raping Philistine, you murdering Babylonian pile of shit. But there's no women that do that. They're on TV. We got these hostages back, and we are so happy to have these hostages back. Why? And we just released 200 men that were willing to mass murder people in the name of Allah, the God with the penis in their head. That fucks their head and fucks everybody else that's right said Fred instead. The king told the boogeyman, you better something same, take your bombs to the Memorex. Kareem, don't like it. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Block this hook shot. You guys shouldn't have put the wedding singer on last night. Hey, my stupid friends. We probably should have done that one. Yeah. I'm sure the Clash would have signed off on it. Kareem, don't like it. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Blocking his hook shot. Ralph blocked his hook shot. Kareem turned in the key. He went to put up his offensive foul that he got away with for 20 fucking years. And Ralph Sampson faced. As soon as he went to put up his hook, Ralph jumped with his 42-inch vertical leap and sent it into the third row. Kareem, don't like it. Boom, ba-doom, boom. Boom, boom, blocking his hook shot. Ralph blocked his hook shot. I hit my head on the beam in our ceiling. Because I was like, all my teams against Kareem, he put that arm up, it's considered offensive foul. Mikan shot it differently. He didn't do that. They would have called the foul on him. And I said, one of these days, I'm going to see somebody block that hook shot. Mom thought I was crazy. No one's going to block that shot. Ralph Sampson. He blocked it. The cool thing about Kareem was, like I said, Kareem sat there because he's such a Walton. He's such a competitor. He's so excessive and compulsive about competition. He sat there and looked at Ralph like, why don't you do that every time? And Ralph's like, I'm just not that way. I just want to get some money, live in Virginia, enjoy my family, Virginia's pretty. Enjoy Virginia in the fall. Not be called a nigger, not be treated like shit, you know? He has a very David-like spirit. That's why he was one of my favorite basketball players when I was a kid. Ralph Sampson, he'll always be one of my favorite basketball players. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was better. I had to come through the lane, and he was in the lane, and it would have been like, holy cow, did he just dunk on Ralph Sampson? Yeah. Why? Otherwise, Ralph was going to block it. I was trying to win. I wasn't that type, though. I didn't like to posterize the people. I don't like to humiliate people. I love them. And, that would just be humiliating because I know Ralph's not the type of guy that would try to hurt me if I did it, which would make me just, I'm just going to go in there and play because it's just a game. It's not life or death. He's not Goliath and I'm not King David. And Ralph Sampson didn't come to town and say, I'm going to cut your nuts off and rape your sisters. No, he didn't have to. The people in town, they think they're already doing that. Military, you're the real heroes. They like to think that. But they're addicted to what they're doing. So they like to think they're thinking. You think they're thinking? What do you think they're thinking? You think they're thinking? You know what I think? I think they're a fence post. And that their address is where the hawk and the raven and the robin fly. And then they asked the other military member, what's your address? I'm his neighbor. Okay. It's the fence post family. A bunch of fence posts. Yeah. And windmills and solar panels. Well, the government needs more money to continue the fight. Fight for freedom, huh? If you are fighting, you're not free. Freedom doesn't require a fight. It requires acknowledgement and perfect, faithful love. Your mama was a lush and your daddy was a dummy.